New data from major American cities shows homicides are down 13% during the first 6 months of 2024 compared to the same time in 2020. That's according to data from the Major Cities Chiefs Association and analyzed by CBS News. Cities like Boston, Philadelphia, and Baltimore saw some of the most dramatic drops in homicides. Boston and Philly saw decreases greater than 70%. Baltimore saw homicides nearly cut in half. CBS News Vice President of Data Journalism, John Kelly, joins us now for some insight on these numbers. John, is this decline in homicide something that we're seeing in big cities across the entire country?
It's not uniform everywhere. You know, as every city is different and many cities are experiencing different phenomenon, but in about 2/3 of the major cities represented by this Chiefs Association, there have been these steady declines, and the decline in that time period between the current year and the last year of the Trump administration in 2020, right around the time of the pandemic. And so it's just been different in a lot of places, but it has been pretty firm, trend line across most of the large cities, including big places like Chicago and Miami that we've been talking about, in Philadelphia that we've been talking about, the gun violence problem. But also there have been places that have been up, like Las Vegas and in the Pacific Northwest.
Yeah, I'm looking at the map on the screen. 59% increase in Seattle, 278% increase in Portland, increase in Las Vegas as well. Any particular reason why?
There's no, the trends are different everywhere. And in some of these places, the actual number of cases is smaller. And so the percentage increases can seem really large, but every place is experiencing, different phenomenon and different, causes of some of these issues. And so, it is difficult to really pin down. If you talked to police chiefs or to their representatives, they would say it's difficult to pin this on one or two causes. It's more a myriad of causes.
When you think about the presidential campaign and sort of the time that we're in, how do you think presidential candidates could use this information on the campaign trail?
Well, certainly, there's been a narrative that's been built around gun violence and homicides, being out of control by one of the candidates. And one of the things about the data is that it shows that the story is more layered and nuanced than that it's different from place to place, and that overall, not only is it down from the time when President Trump was in office last in 2020, but it's down pretty significantly in many places. And the trend has been accelerating to some degree. It's been holding, where there have been year after year after year of steady decreases in some of these cities where there's been progress made on this issue. But you will see candidates and pundits throughout the course of the election season cherry picking individual states or individual cities and individual statistics and trying to paint a broad picture of something that's just not monolithic across the country. It's very diverse.